Hey guys, Kevin here with Victory 4x4. Today I'm going to show you how to install our interior cargo basket system. Now we're going to be doing it on our 100 series Land Cruiser, but this installation is going to be the same across several different platforms. So here you can see we got everything laid out. Your basket's going to come in two separate pieces. You're going to have two side mounting brackets and then your two tie-in brackets. All you're really going to need to get this installed is a 5/32 Allen, maybe a 7/16 wrench if you're having a little trouble with one of the nuts, and maybe a tape measure. We're going to get started with the side mount brackets, so I'll get some of this stuff out of the way. All right, so a couple things to take into consideration here when you're doing these side mount brackets. One's going to be that you have enough clearance to your back seats here. In the other direction, making sure you have enough clearance to the tailgate. And then that you have enough clearance for anything you're going to put underneath. So if you got a fridge or whatever cargo you might be doing, making sure the basket's high enough for that. Lastly there, you need to make sure that these slots are going to be wide enough to fit the basket. So that's going to be a 45-inch hole pattern, and you just need to make sure that you got enough room there for whatever height you're putting it at. So here in our 100 series, we're going to be putting this in our 4th row up. And here we'll just loosely install all of those bolts, and then once those are all in, you can snug that up. So we'll get these all tightened up, and then we'll just do the same thing on the other side. And I should mention that these brackets are mirrored, so it's going to be the same no matter which side you put it on, doesn't matter which bracket you grab. All right, now you can see here, we went ahead and flipped these two halves over because you're going to need to bolt these two together in the center, and that's just going to be 3/4 inch bolts. With all 3 of those in, just go ahead and center these up, make sure it's nice and flush, and tighten those down. Now with that done, we can flip this over and get the tie-ins installed. All right, so to get these tie-ins installed, you're just going to want to put the actual tie-in bracket itself right here on the outside, and then run your bolts from the inside out so you don't have anything protruding into that cargo area that might get caught on your gear. And that's just going to be 4 button head bolts there, and then do the same thing on the other end. All right, next what you need to do is take the supplied edge trim that comes with your basket, and you just cut yourself 4 3-inch long pieces, and then using some sort of non-marring tool, I just got a plastic panel tool here. You'll take this edge trim and start it on one of these corners and work it right down into there. Just like so. All right, so now that the basket's assembled, we can go ahead and slide it in place here on top of those mounts. And then once it's setting up there, you just got to line up your holes here, and you can start dropping bolts down through the top. Make sure you get all these bolts in place before you tighten anything up. Now one little note here, the Land Cruiser is wide enough that we can slide this basket straight in from the back, but some of the other models you might not be able to do that, so you might have to come through the back door, or you might have to go, in lengthways and then turn in the vehicle or something like that. But just be careful not to scratch up any of your panels or anything getting it in. All right, now you can just double check that all your hardware is tight, and that completes your install. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to us, info@victory4x4.com, or give us a call, 269-459-8447.